This last video of 2023 is about a special laptop I bought earlier in the year. I was going to do a special intro with green screen work and cunning video editing, but there didn't seem to be much point if I couldn't get it working. I'm kind of jumping ahead here. Oh, and yes, I have a Christmas cold. Yay! This is an Alienware Area 51 M15x R1, which came out around March 2008, and depending on the spec it would have cost about £2,000 and up in the UK. From all accounts, it was one of the last true Alienware models before Dell took over and started interfering with the brand. I've always wanted an Alienware laptop because of their flagship specs and funky design, but until this year I'd never even seen one. When this popped up in my town on Facebook Marketplace for only £40, I jumped at the chance and immediately went and bought it. It's in reasonable condition with a few cracks here and there on the body, but the keyboard is like new, the screen is great, speakers work, and all of the light-up bits light up, and along with the raised alien text underneath, these laptops always came with an engraved plate with the intended owner's name, in this case, Becca. It has one of the lower spec 2.5GB T9300 Penryn CPUs, but unlike the reviews I've read where the GPU chip is an 8800M GTX, this one has something different. And I think it has problems. On loading the BIOS you can see dots or speckles all over indicating there could be problems ahead. On booting into the seller-provided unlicensed version of Windows 7, we can see strange lines on the screen that vanish when the mouse gets over them. Installing the 342.01 drivers results in it being identified as a 9800M GT, but on restarting it loads to a blank screen as the drivers hook in, and the only way back in is to restart again and go through startup repair, reverting back to before the drivers went on.
Nothing to see here!
I figured that meant the MXM graphics module was on its last legs, so I bought an 8800M GTX and an 8800M GT. On switching out for the 8800 GTX, I got absolutely nothing on screen, so I tried the backup 8800 GT. Again, nothing.
Move on! Nothing to see here! Please disperse! Nothing to see here, please!
I cleaned up the 9800M and put it back in, hoping that just reseating it might help. Which of course it didn't, because that's not how these things work. Even better than that though is I then installed the Alienware Command Center app where you can configure the various lighting zones. It updated the firmware on the chip responsible for the lighting and killed it. No more backlit keyboard. So here I am, the proud owner of an Alienware laptop that I can only use with the standard Microsoft VGA display driver. A sports car with the engine power of a pedal go-kart. I've looked online all over and come up with absolutely nothing useful. This laptop predates Dell website support, and all the Alienware chat or fan groups are either out of use or seem to be talking about Dell-backed models, so I don't know what to do next. My best guess is that I need to update the BIOS from VX36P3A37 to something newer so it accepts other cards, but I can't find any sites that have the BIOS files. From what I can tell, I should have been able to drop either of the other cards in and it would just work. But although they were both listed as working, maybe they don't. Thing is, I can't tell, I've got nothing to test them in. So I'm hoping one of you out there might be able to point me in the right direction. Did you have one of these and somewhere in an ancient downloads folder you have a BIOS update file you could send me? Is there a forum I've missed where I can go for resources? I was really hoping to end the year with a success story. Oh well. Merry Christmas all. I'll see you in 2024.